I believe that men have the divine imperative to become as capable, powerful, and competent as possible in this life. That is the first tenet, and one of the most powerful. The second, I reserve the human right to hold my own beliefs and practice them as I see fit, and I allow other people the same right to believe and act as they wish. I prefer loving, rewarding, consensual relationships with beautiful, positive, and virtuous women. I believe men and women are different, and that each has their own unique and important strengths and abilities. I believe men have the sacred duty to protect and provide for the important people in their lives. I believe men have the sacred duty to protect the innocence and sanctity of their children and reserve the right and responsibility to raise their children as they see best to ensure their long-term happiness and success. I believe that men have the sacred duty to raise strong, capable, and honorable sons. I believe that men have the sacred duty to raise kind, feminine, and virtuous daughters. I utterly disapprove of violence within romantic or familial relationships. I support good and honest governments and will obey their laws. I prefer to only conduct business dealings with my trusted and vetted brothers. I believe that a man has the sacred duty to hold true to his word and do exactly what he says he will do. I believe that a man's life is difficult and he has the sacred duty to become strong to handle such difficulty. I believe men are personally responsible for their actions and for the results they achieve within their lives. I believe in emotional control and the vital need to become disciplined and professional in all realms. I believe that men have the sacred duty to approach everything in life from a position of strength. I believe that all men have the sacred duty to become men of upright and virtuous character and to live above all possible reproach. I believe it is incumbent upon me to ruthlessly identify my own weaknesses and limitations, and I eagerly work to overcome them and become more capable in all realms. I seek to improve my personal freedom to think, act, and live true to my masculine imperative in all ways. I believe each man has a sacred duty to mold his physical body into the strongest, most resilient, and most capable version of itself possible. I believe that men have the sacred duty to rigorously train themselves both physically and mentally every day. I believe that I have the sacred duty to only eat the highest quality foods possible to maintain my health, virality, and masculine virility. I reserve the right to protect the sanctity of my bloodstream and make my own decisions about medical care and procedures. I affirm the importance of endlessly improving my mental faculties through diligent work, study, and practice. I believe in acquiring wealth and abundance in order to improve my life and do good for those I care about and the world. I believe in the merits of healthy competition and constantly encourage all men to seek out competition to improve themselves. I believe that masculine brotherhood is essential to men's mental health, happiness, and success, and I relentlessly encourage men to meet together, train together, and work together. I maintain the trust of brothers through reverent silence regarding our most sacred shared experiences. I believe in honoring my ancestors and living in a way that would make most of them proud of me today. I reserve the right to administer difficult rites of passage for our young men to allow them to earn the rank of manhood. I affirm the importance and need for travel and adventure as men. I seek to help men overcome poor mental health through embracing hard work, physical improvements, and shared masculine brotherhood. I reserve the right to make the best choices I can at the time to protect my self-respect and my mental health. I do good in the world and seek to help those who are less fortunate than myself. I believe all men have the responsibility to lead and guide those they care for to greater health, prosperity, and happiness. I choose to only interact with those who are respectful and civil in return for my own respect and civility. I reserve the freedom to speak and refer to others as I believe is best and most truthful. I reserve the right to choose my company and include only those whom I believe are best for my health, happiness, and success. I believe I have an imperative to only spend my time in a way that I determine is beneficial, uplifting, and empowering to myself and others. I choose to only allow myself to be influenced by those who I believe have my best interests in mind. Each day I dedicate myself anew to create the greatest possible positive impact on the world and do the work necessary to achieve a greater masculine excellence across all realms of human endeavor. These are the 41 tenets I believe in. The reason I decided to outline these to the world is not only because I've been greatly misunderstood, but so has my organization, the War Room. These are the tenets of the War Room in which we conduct ourselves in all matters, whether it's personal, business, financial, relationships, our duty to our ancestors, our bloodline, and our families, and the people we love and we care about. I decided to outline these to the world as I've been greatly misunderstood, and I would like to discuss them in more detail with those who understand the power they can bring to somebody who truly internalizes them and feels affinity to my worldview. Since the dawn of human time, men have lived by frameworks. We've had religions, we've had societies, we've had traditions to live within. This has been destroyed which is why so many people are confused, sad, and lost. This is a framework by which I conduct my life, and if success or results speak for itself, then I would like to think that it's very difficult to actually question my framework for existence. This is also the framework in which my organization operates. I'd like to think that any man who decides to adopt these and live by them will see a drastic improvement in their life in real time. And once you truly understand this framework, you understand how much more powerful you can be as an individual if you share a network which also adhere to the same rules. Imagine how much better your life will be if you follow these tenets. Now imagine you are part of a network of thousands of men around the world who, again, adhered to the same framework to ensure they lived their best possible lives and were the best possible versions of themselves. That's exactly what the War Room is. That's exactly who we are. And I truly believe we're the most powerful organization on the face of the planet today for any young man, regardless of social standing, regardless of religious connotation, regardless of creed. My primary life objective was always to have unmatched perspicacity and sheer indefatigability, to be a feared opponent in any realm of human endeavor, and nearly everybody I associate with on the face of the planet believes the same. Once you reach a certain level of competence, you understand exactly how powerful that is.